NNPCL to hand over refineries to third party. Barring last-minute changes, the NNPC Limited would hand over the 3 refineries currently undergoing rehabilitation to a reputable third party with experience in operating and maintaining them, according to a source who pleaded not to be named. He stated that the refineries were currently undergoing rehabilitation and are being managed as rehabilitation projects. The Port Harcourt Refinery Company Limited comprises 2 at Alesa Elemenie, Port Harcourt in Rivers State, with a jetty for a product import and export. At inception, it had the capacity to process 150,000 barrels of crude per day, but was later upgraded to 210,000 barrels per day. The Warri and Petrochemical Company was built to process 100,000 barrels of crude oil per day, but was later debottlenecked in 1987 to process 125,000 barrels per day. The Kaduna refinery was designed for a capacity of 60,000 BPSD, but later the federal government decided that the capacity of any refinery in Nigeria should not be below 100,000. The administration of President Buhari was awarded contracts for the rehabilitation of the refineries. After approval by the outgone Muhammadu Buhari-led Federal Executive Council, the NNPC awarded the contracts for the rehabilitation of the Port Harcourt refinery to Technimont Spa at $1.5 billion and the repairs of the Kaduna refinery to Dawood at $741 million, while 897,678,800 was budgeted for the Warri refineries. Some NNPCL inside sources also confirmed that NNPCL has collapsed some of its subsidiaries in a major shake-up aimed at cutting costs and boosting profitability. According to the sources, not less than 6 subsidiaries were affected. According to them, Nidas Shipping Services and Nikoma Shipping Services, which are the company's global oil shipping firms, which were said to have been established in 2008 for LNG shopping and marine logistics, have been merged to become NNPC Shipping Company. Also, Integrated Data Services Limited, NNPC Oilfield Services, and Frontier Exploration Services have also been merged to become NNPC Energy Services Limited and serve. Also, the former Refining and Petrochemical Directorate was merged with the downstream to align with an improved cost-effective structure. Interesting. Well, it's very sad because, how many years, right? The NNPC is not a new organization that just decided, or was in power just yesterday, right? And I think for the NNPC, what's going on in the country, the refineries, it should be such a shame, right? Because everyone knows, right? Nigerian oil 5 and 6. It's literally what we depend on to literally live, breathe, and eat at this point, right? So you'd expect that. How many years do you test out something and do something before you become efficient? Not perfect, but efficient, right? Oil, electricity, power should not be a problem for Nigerians at all. With the amount of oil that we have, fuel, all that, it shouldn't be unheard of to enjoy 24/7 light. But it seems like something that only the well-to-do can afford. You literally have estate development promoting 247 lights as what you are paying for, and that for some reason should make them stand out. So it's like there's so many issues, right? And with oil especially, I think that it is shameful that since oil has been discovered, since we had refineries, and since we've been, refining oil and selling oil, that we have not perfected the industry. We should not be thinking of refinery projects, awarding this, awarding that. This should have already happened time and time ago. But again, it's all about thinking ahead and planning. But given how corrupt, blatantly, unintelligently corrupt we are, we don't even think of maximizing what we have. But those that are selfish for their own gain during that time would think of ways in which they can, or they only can benefit from that. So yeah, it is absolutely shameful. And I mean, you have Minister of Petroleum, given how, you should have. I'm tired of the country, and it just seems set in stone from the beginning that the people are not going to win unless the people do something, because definitely those that are enslaving you and are against you are really fighting against you. But what do you think? And don't forget to like and subscribe.